Hi everyone, in this lesson we will be learning extrude SubD surfaces to create our piping detail. In the previous lesson we have created this narrow segment to create our piping, and now we need to extrude new surfaces from this section. To do this we need to at first select these surfaces, and we can do this by using select face loop command and then selecting this edge and pressing enter. After selecting the surfaces, we can play with their sizes, as you can see. I think you will remember that playing with the size of these surfaces doesn't give us the piping detail we want. So I'm getting back with Ctrl Z, and then I'm choosing the surface loop again. What we need is not to fiddle with the size of these surfaces. We need new surfaces extruding from these surfaces. So we will be using extrude SubD command, which you can find in the middle section of our SubD toolbar. After selecting the surfaces, I'm left clicking extrude SubD command. It starts to create surfaces starting from the originally selected surfaces. At default, it creates surfaces to the place you click with your mouse. Right now this is not what we want, so we can have a look at the settings in the command panel. Extrusion distance, we can set a value for this, and there is a basis setting here and direction setting. Direction setting is free. Because of this, the surfaces are following our mouse, but if we get direction to, for example, Z, surfaces will only be extruded in the Z direction, or you can get it to Y or X. In this occasion, Z direction can be considered suitable for our goal, but I want the surfaces to be extruded on the exact direction of the base surface. To accomplish this, we cannot use basics as word coordinate system. I'm clicking basis and it turns to UVN system. In the UVN system, extrusion direction will be determined by the face direction of the original face, or you can click direction and you can work with free again. I'm clicking N and creating extrusions along the faces directions, and then to determine the size of the extrusion I'm writing 0.4 and pressing enter. You can see the extrusion we have created. There are some concentric faces here, but in SubD modeling and at the current level of our course, that's not a problem for us. We have created our extrusion, and when I turn to the SubD state, you can see that we have a nice piping detail, and it wrinkles through the wrinkled area too. Nice. If you look closely, you can see the bottom side of the piping is smoothing to the side surfaces. If you don't want this, if you want a pinched piping, you can always add new edges to limit the smoothing effect. For example, we can add edges to here with insert SubD loop command and clicking here. With this new edge, when we get to the SubD state, as you can see, transition is way more tighter. We can do the same thing on the upper side, but to show you a different approach, I will use the bevel command here. I'm selecting this loop, and this time I'm using bevel tool. If you remember from the previous lesson, bevel divides this edge to two different edges. It can be two edges, or we can adjust segment count from here, and it can be three edges. With three edges, the edge in the middle stays in the same place, and there are new edges created on both sides of this original edge. I'm giving a value to Rhino of 0.5 0, 5, and 2 new loops created on the both sides of original loop, and these loops will prevent SubD from smoothing this edge. Yes, a really tight piping detail is added to our model. If we have a look at in the rendered view, not bad. The goal of this section was to introduce you with the basic mechanics of SubD modeling. In the upcoming chapters, we will be getting more in depth of the commands we have learned in this chapter, and we will be learning the rest of the commands you can see in the subdivision toolbar. See you in the next chapter.